has long been Vietnam's capital and one of the country's most bustling trade and culture centers. Former Thăng Long had two main areas, the Forbidden Citadel and a trading area called PHහැ, which was later developed into the 36 guild streets with many traditional crafts still existing until today. Hang Dao Street was formed in the early 15th century. In the past, artisans from Dinh Loan, Dong Cao villages in Bắc Ninh province came to settle here, bringing with them the craft of dyeing and selling red and pink fabrics. Today, the trade has faded, and local shops are now selling expensive and fashionable ready-to-wear clothes, embroidered products, and sophisticated fine art articles. In the 18th century, people from Châu Khê village in Hải Dương province came to settle in Hàng Bạc Street, specializing in making silver products. Later, people from Dong Sông, Thái Bình, and Định Công, specializing in producing gold and silver jewelry, also came, formulating Hàng Bạc Street, which is now known for silver smithy, money exchange, and jewelry. Hàng Thiếc is an HO street. It has retained its traditional features as a unique guild street. In the early 20th century, Lan Ông Street was known as Phúc Kiến, trading in Chinese traditional medicine. Most of the local shops today are still involved in traditional medicine. Hàng Chiếu Street is also known as Hàng Bát Street because in addition to rush mats, it also sells plates and bowls. Today, many households still keep their traditional craft of making rush and nylon mats. People from many parts of the country came to settle and form their own guilds in the capital city. Therefore, in many old streets, to serve their spiritual needs, people established their own shrines to worship and remember their progenitors. After many historical ups and downs, features of the bustling guild streets still remain. Many unique traditional products are kept to serve both customers and visitors. Hanoi's old quarter has become an attractive destination for both domestic and foreign visitors. Hanoi's traditional Craft Villages Festival was held on the city's 1000th birthday, aimed to honor the traditional crafts and artisans of Hanoi through a number of exhibitions and displays. Hang Non Street in Hanoi many centuries ago used to trade in palm hats from different parts of the country, including those from Chuông village in Thanh Oai district. Chuông palm hats were used as offerings to the royal family because of their uniqueness. The craft still remains until today as a distinctive cultural characteristic of Chuông village and Hanoi. Hang Quat Street used to make and sell different kinds of paper fans. Most of the fans sold here are produced in Hanoi, such as Lu Village, Thanh Trì District, Vé Village, Tu Liêm District, or Võ Village, Gia Lâm District. Hang Ma Street has long been famous for producing votive offerings to serve rituals and ceremonies. The number of traditional craft villages in Hanoi has increased as Hà Tây has been merged to the city. Phú Vinh Village, Phú Nghĩa Commune, Trường Mỹ District is considered the birthplace of the craft of making bamboo and rattan products. Phú Túc Village in Phú Xuyên District is also famous for producing bamboo and rattan items. Today, their sophisticated products have been shipped to many countries around the world, generating more incomes for local households. Vạn Phúc Village in Hà Đông District has been famous for silk weaving thousands of years ago. Vạn Phúc silk has the most diverse and unique flower patterns in Vietnam. Vạn Phúc silk products include brocade and sateen. Legend has it that 1200 years ago, a woman called A La Thi Nương lived in this land. She taught the local people how to weave silk, and after her death, she was worshipped as a village's genie. The village's key to success lies in each family's secret in silk production. For example, only the family of Mr. Lê Phúc Thành owns the secret to dye the most beautiful colors, while the village's most talented artisan, Triệu Văn Mão, is the only person who can weave silk with cloud patterns. Vạn Phúc Village in Hà Đông District has been famous for silk weaving thousands of years ago. Vạn Phúc silk has the most diverse and unique flower patterns in Vietnam. Vạn Phúc silk products include brocade and sateen. Legend has it that 1200 years ago, a woman called A La Thi Nương lived in this land. She taught the local people how to weave silk, and after her death, she was worshipped as a village's genie. Many products by famous artisans have been displayed at the Thăng Long Hanoi Traditional Craft Villages Festival, some of which have been recognized as Vietnam's records. They included the pair of Vạn Phúc silk long dresses and a pair of Bát Tràng ceramic dragons, each of which is 35 meters long and 8 meters high. In 1010, King Lý Thái Tô's transfer of the capital to Thăng Long made a great impact on the development of craft villages. Bát Tràng village in Gia Lâm district has a source of white clay, a good material to produce ceramic. Artisans from Bộ Bát, Yên Mỗ district, Ninh Bình province, and those of the Nguyễn plant in Ninh Tràng village formed a ceramic guild called Bạch Thọ. Bát Tràng ceramic village has gradually become famous nationwide. Local artisans use turntables to make their products, and to do this, they have to be highly skilled with a sense of aesthetics. Today, they use plaster molds for mass production. to meet increasing market demand. Ceramic production includes many processes from clay selection, processing to shaping, enameling and firing. Local experience is that the clay needs to be well pressed to ensure the product's durability. Other processes such as making enamels, enameling and firing depend largely on the secrets of each family and clan. The artisans consider their products living organisms and a harmonious combination of the 5 elements: metal, wood, water, fire and earth, and the passion and creativeness of their creators. Therefore, after many generations, Bát Tràng artisans have created many unique and exotic products typical of their village. Vietnam's most famous and unique ceramic products, which are much sought after by foreign customers, are produced in Bát Tràng. The products are unique because of their multi-color enamels, which include those from Lý, Trần, Lê and Trịnh dynasties. In the 16th and 17th centuries, Bát Tràng ceramic products were exported to many Asian countries, including China and Japan, which are also famous for producing ceramic items. Today, Bát Tràng Ceramic Village is an attractive business and tourist destination in Vietnam. Hàng Đồng Street in Hanoi used to be the living place for bronze casters and traders from many villages in northern Bắc Ninh and Hưng Yên provinces. Initially, people only traded in ordinary stuffs. Then they produced high-end products, including fine art articles and gongs. On sale are also unique products from Ngũ Xã Bronze Casting Village. The bronze statue in Trấn Võ Temple, which weighs nearly 4 tons, is one of the most famous works in Ngũ Xã Village. Ngũ Xã Village on Trúc Bạch Lake is famous for its traditional craft of bronze casting. Under the Lê dynasty in the 15th century, people from 5 villages, Đồng Mai, Châu Mỹ, Long Thương, Điền Tiến and Đào Viên in Văn Lâm district, Hưng Yên province, and Thuận Thành district, Bắc Ninh province, which were renowned for casting bronze items, came to settle and establish a bronze casting guild called Ngũ Xã in the capital city. They named their village Ngũ Xã, which means 5 villages, to remember their origin. The villagers' success lies in their secret in the production process, from making molds to melting down the copper. 500 years, the village's products have become sophisticated items, and in particular, bronze bells and statues have become famous nationwide. The most typical bronze statue of Ngũ Xã village is Buddha Amitabha in Thang Quang Pagoda in the village. The 4-meter high and 10-ton statue lies on a bronze lotus flower of 96 petals. The statue's posture and face all demonstrate the concept of humanity in Vietnam's Buddhism. Kieu Kỵ Gold and Silver Laminating Village in Gia Lâm district was formed more than 400 years ago. After many historical ups and downs, Kieu Kỵ has remained as the only village in the country that laminates gold and silver for decoration in temples, pagodas, and many major state cultural works. NGHapplAng Street, also known as Thọ Khâm Street in Hanoi, produces and sells mother-of-pearl inlaid products, a craft which originated from Chien Mỹ Commune in Phu Xuyên district. Chien Mỹ Commune is still today a famous mother-of-pearl inlaying village in Hanoi. According to historical records, the craft was created in the 11th to the 13th century by Mr. Trương Công Thành, a talented general under the Lý dynasty. 97% of the households in Chien Mỹ Commune are now involved in the craft, which generates jobs for thousands of workers for adjacent communes. To make a mother-of-pearl inlaid product, the artisans have to go through many stages. They first have to choose the right shells, then make the sketches, polish, saw and chisel, and finally inlay the shells. This is truly a genuine art, as the artisans need to be patient and skillful, and be able to combine the colors of the shells to make the picture artistically beautiful. This makes the art in Chien Mỹ more outstanding than that of other places across the country. Chien Mỹ traditional products have been much sought after by visitors near and far. They have been displayed at exhibitions featuring the country's major achievements in Hanoi, tourist destinations, and major markets at home and abroad. Hanoi has long been famous for its many traditional craft villages, typical of the northern region. Their popularity is thanks to the beautiful and diverse products created by the deft hands of artisans in Hanoi and all over the country. Although Hanoi is rapidly developing and integrating into the world, the city has managed to preserve and enhance the cultural values of the guild streets and craft villages of the Royal Thăng Long Citadel, which has already been recognized as a World Cultural Heritage.